Hey, what's up guys? Randall here from Black Flag Fitness. Today we're going to be cooking turkey, okay? This is not your grandmother's turkey, this is called Randall's Jive Turkey. What I'm going to teach you guys to do is how to make a flavorful turkey that cuts the fat out. No more sticks of butter underneath the skin. We're going to use all flavorful spices, fresh foods that are going to make this turkey absolutely outstanding. What it's also going to show you is that Thanksgiving is not the only time that you have to eat turkey, okay? Right now, turkeys are on sale for about 50 cents a pound. My freezers are stocked up. I think I have like 4 or 5 of them in there right now. It's a great way to get great protein at a cheap price. So we're going to teach you how to make turkey and how to make it not be this huge fiasco like it is on Thanksgiving every year. This is a very simple recipe, very easy, very delicious. Alright, for the sake of keeping things brief and exciting, I've done a couple things so far. When I took my turkey out of the fridge, first thing I did was put it in the sink, a clean sink. You're going to want to run, take all your stuff out of it first, the giblets, the neck, all the stuff that might be inside of it. Then you want to run tepid water over it. Not cold, not hot. You want to put tepid water into it, and you want to get this bird so that it is not super cold when you put it into the oven. Okay, so what I did was I rinsed the turkey out, got all the blood off of it, then I patted it dry with paper towel. Okay, so this bird is ready to go. Okay, so what we're going to do first, and all of the amounts of spices and everything else, they'll be on the a recipe underneath our post. Okay, first thing you want to do is grab salt. Okay, I'm using just regular sea salt, and I season the inside of the cavity of the bird. Okay, this is going to keep it getting delicious from the inside out. So just make sure it's kind of covered in there, and you're good to go. Next thing I do, I've got chopped onions, 1 carrot, and 2 ribs of celery. Okay, they're coarsely chopped. Guys, if you want to impress a girl, what you do is you tell her this is called mirepoix. It's not carrots, celery, and onion. It's mirepoix. So what you want to do is you want to put 1 handful of celery, onion, and carrot inside the cavity of the bird. You're going to put 2 sliced orange halves and a bay leaf in there, and you're going to take a ½ teaspoon of dried thyme, and you're just going to put it right in there. Okay? Now, if your turkey doesn't have like these little leg holders, you're going to want to use a piece of twine, kitchen twine, and tie those suckers up. Alright guys, the next part's the most important part. When you put sticks of butter underneath the skin or even coating it, a lot of times what happens is that oil gets in there and it actually boils the meat underneath the skin. That makes it gross. So here's what you do. You take olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, coat your bird with it, and then rub that in there, man. Give it a good massage. Once every part of this bird has been massaged with oil, okay, they tell you sometimes to put like 2 tablespoons of this on there. Here's the best way to do this. Just take your salt shaker and make sure everything's coated. Make sure it's completely covered with salt. It's not hard. Very easy. The most important part of this equation is Randall's Jive seasoning. This seasoning is awesome on poultry, so turkey, chicken. Is awesome on pork, it's awesome on fish, it's good on vegetables like zucchini on the grill. This is unbelievable. I have the recipe up for you under this. Okay, give this bird a generous coating of Randall's Jive seasoning. Okay, take it, flip it, cover the back. Okay, you want a generous portion of this on here. It's going to be awesome. It's going to create like an awesome crust on it. Okay guys, the next step is transferring this bird into an already prepared roasting pan. You're going to want to get a roasting pan that has a roasting rack. That's going to allow all the fat to drip off of this and sear into the bottom, which you'll need later on for your gravy. Okay? So you take this bird, transfer it on over, and it's all set. It is ready to go. All you got to do is pop it into a preheated oven at 400 degrees. You're going to leave it in there for about a ½ hour. You want it to brown on top. Okay? So, we're going to go ahead and put this bird in there and I'll tell you what to do after. Okay, now while that bird's in there browning for the next ½ hour, there's a couple things that you're going to want to do, okay? You're going to want to get a ½ cup of apple cider If you don't have apple cider, you can use apple juice, okay? You're gonna wanna get a half a cup of chicken broth, okay? I make my own just because I'm a freak about chemicals and stuff. I don't even wanna buy Swanson's broth or anything like that. So I make my own, can it, and it's stored in my pantry, okay? So basically you have 1 full cup of what's gonna be your basting liquid, okay? Then I take some more of the Jive Spice, put it in there, and this is what we're going to use to baste it. As soon as this is done after half an hour, we're going to lower the heat to 350 degrees, okay? We'll baste the top of it, we'll leave it uncovered in the oven for the next hour and maybe 3/4 to 2 hours, depending on the size of your turkey. This is for a 10 to 12 pound turkey. The one that I currently have in here is 15 pounds, okay? So I'm going to cook this for about another 2.5 hours once this is out, okay? From the first half hour. So it's really simple and easy. People always want to know why my stuff tastes so good. It's because, you know what, I don't mess with it. Okay, you don't have to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff to it. You put the bird in there and you let it cook and it's good to go. It's not that simple. I'd like to make it more complicated than it really is because it makes me look better, frankly. The fact is that it's not that hard. All you do is put it in there and let it cook itself. Alright guys, that means our half hour at 400 degrees is done. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this bird out. Set it aside. And you're going to lower your temperature to 350 degrees. You're going to baste this turkey with 1/3 of your mixture of apple cider and chicken stock. Alright? And that is literally it. You put the bird back in. Your temp is lowered to 350 degrees. Leave it in there for another hour and 45 minutes anyways. Take it out and check it. You're going to want to use a meat thermometer. I'll take you with me when we do it. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to use a meat thermometer and you're going to stick it in the meatiest part of the thigh, not hitting a bone. And it's reading 165 on the thermometer, so we're good to go. Okay, this next part's super important because I don't care how good your turkey is, you gotta have gravy. You're gonna have mashed potatoes. Like I said, this isn't about making the complete healthiest meal ever. It's about how to make this a little bit better for you. Okay, so instead of opening up a jar of Heinz, some chemical-ridden stuff that you don't know what's in it, we're gonna make our own gravy with all of the stuff that's left over from what we cooked. So you take a 1/4 cup of dried white wine. I'm using Subi's Place choice of wines, Moscato happens to be what I have. So we're going to do that. So you're going to deglaze the pan. So basically you're going to take the white wine, you're going to put it in there, and you're going to mix everything around. That's all you do is mix it around the pan, incorporate all of the little brown bits that are in there. That's all the good stuff. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to strain that. I'm going to use a fat separator. And what it's going to do is it's going to strain out all the stuff that I don't want in there, and then all the stuff that's left, it's also going to separate the fat. We're going to turn the heat on our pan. We are going to use some butter, guys, okay? Not much. Literally 1 tablespoon of butter. You can put that in your pan. Get that nice and hot. You're going to want to use 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Like I said, olive oil is the best thing to use in place of butter. I don't see too much of a change. I mean, obviously there's certain things that you want butter for, but honestly, when you're making stuff like this, olive oil is just as good. All of the giblets, the neck, the liver, all that stuff that you saved from earlier, you're going to toss in here. You go ahead and saute those until they're brown, and then you'll remove them from the pan. So as these are cooking down, you're going to want to remove the neck, remove the heart, the liver, the giblets. All you've got left is a lot of really good flavor in there. And you're going to add your celery, your minced carrots, and your onion that was inside the turkey. Okay, you're going to want to incorporate those and cook them for about 5 minutes. Once that's cooking down, about 2 minutes out of the 5, add 2 cloves of minced garlic. Stir that around, incorporate everything. We're almost there, guys. Let that cook about another 3 minutes. While you're doing that, I've got fresh broccoli that's on steaming. We're not doing Thanksgiving dinner tonight. It's simply turkey for dinner, so we're just doing steamed vegetables with it. Alright, this is about done, cooked enough. So we're going to add in the 4 teaspoons of flour. Stir that around to incorporate it. It makes almost what's called a roux. Once you've done that, you're in the butter zone, man. You're going to take the juices that you deglaze from the pan, okay? You're going to pour that into there. Separate it out from the fat. Then you are going to incorporate the chicken stock and let that heat back up to a boil. You want to add in either a fresh sprig of thyme, or I'm using dried thyme. It's just as good, it's fine. Just add enough, you don't have to measure it out, it's fine. The only thing left is to incorporate some of the brown bits from the bottom of it, okay? So stir that into there. And just bring this up to a boil and let thicken. If for some reason it does not thicken, you're going to want to add a little bit more flour to it, and you'll be good to go. Alright guys, that concludes Randall's Jive Turkey. We'll see you again next week, and remember, just make small changes. Those small changes will add up. Thanks for visiting Black Flag Fitness. Bye.